So I'm opposed to the data center as a new resident to the area. I actually just moved here July 13th. We bought a house that the tag is Red Cedar, the GPS says Elk Mound, but this data center is 3.6 miles from my house. We're actually really close to it, more close to it than anybody right here near this area. I am against the data center as a new resident. Where I live currently, I am not in Menomonie city limits, but I'm super close to where the data center is going, 3.6 miles. As a former educator, I'm very aware of the human impacts on the environment and what industry does to communities. There's plenty of places in the United States that are great examples of industry coming in and making a lot of promises, and they're not good on their promises, and then maybe the industry goes out and they leave never fixable problems behind for the community and the people. It actually took us 2 years to find our house. I just moved here from Minnesota. Moved my whole family. Known about data centers and some of the earliest people having problems with data centers. I've been aware of that. And yeah, it's just kind of heartbreaking to find your dream home and learn that they want to put up a data center. So that kind of sucks. So we're out here. Dad's in Vegas for a conference, but we had the time, so we came out to be present and to make some noise because we don't want this here. We just came here, but if we have to leave because the data center gets approved, we will. But you know, we love the community. We already are members of a church here. My daughter goes to that community group for some dance classes. She's only 4. Anyways, we are very much opposed to this data center because of the impacts it will have on our community. It's just another example of like big business. They'll come in and make promises, but they're not going to keep their promises to you. They're just flattering you to get what they want, their ends. And I mean, there's legislation. I mean, look at what happened. We're up here in the north. Look at what happened between the Ford brothers and the Dodge brothers. When Ford wanted to pay his employees better, they sued him, and they have now on the books that companies need to make profits for the shareholders. It's not for the people. Anywho, we really are hoping that by, you know, showing up, that we can do something to help end this farce and open eyes to people who, like, maybe they think like, oh, what's the big deal? I like using AI, and it's like, well, I'd rather you use your brain. And computers are not the future, like, for everything. We need to go back to being creative and having communities and being together. And you know, like, the people, whoever this balloonist company, whatever, they're not putting this at their house. They don't want this 3.6 miles from their house. No. You know, and it's crazy because where I live, like, I have no ability to vote for anybody that's on that council, and they're putting this in my backyard. Yeah. And you know, I can support candidates who do think that the data center is bad, and I can at least help them by being present, by going door to door, and like we're doing here. But it's just, it really also really rubs you wrong that you don't even have any voting power over anybody that's making this decision about your future, about your home, about the value of your home. And it's hard to want to invest here.